Samsung is working on its next big software update, and leaks of One UI 8.5 are already creating buzz. What's surprising is how different this update looks compared to older versions of Samsung's software. Many users have noticed that it looks a lot like Apple's new iOS 26 with its liquid glass design style. But that's not the only big change. Alongside the visual refresh, Samsung is adding new AI features that could make Galaxy phones stand out from Apple and even Google. Let's start with the design. Screenshots from leaked builds of One UI 8.5 show major changes. For example, in Samsung's My Files app, there's now a floating search bar at the bottom of the screen and rounded category icons at the top. The layout looks very similar to Apple's liquid glass design. Another screenshot shows changes to the phone app. Instead of 3 separate tabs, there's now a single floating navigation bar at the bottom. The active tab is highlighted with a circle, again looking a lot like Apple's approach in iOS 26. On top of that, Samsung has added floating buttons, drop shadows, and gradient effects across apps, exactly the kind of style Apple recently introduced. This raises the question, is Samsung smart to copy Apple, or is it a risky move? Apple's liquid glass design wasn't loved by everyone. When it was first tested, many people said it was confusing and hard to use. Even when iOS 26 launched, some users still preferred the older iOS 18 look. By contrast, Google's Material 3 style in Android 16 has been more widely praised. So while Samsung may be taking inspiration from Apple, it's also stepping into controversial territory, but design is only one part of the story. The leaks also point to powerful new AI features coming in One UI 8.5. Hidden in the code are references to something called AI agents. These agents could allow users to ask questions directly from the home screen and get short, clear answers instantly. Instead of searching on Google and scrolling through results, the phone might just give you a direct answer in a few sentences. The leak suggests this feature could be called Finder AI, though that may just be a test name. The answers are expected to be simple, easy to read, and to the point. What's even more exciting is that Samsung might let you choose which AI does the job. You could pick Google's Gemini, Samsung's own Gauss, which powers Galaxy AI, or even third-party AI systems like Perplexity. This is unusual because most companies try to lock users into their own ecosystem. For example, Apple only lets you use Siri, and Google forces Pixel owners to use Gemini. Samsung's more open approach could make Galaxy phones much more flexible. This kind of freedom is something iPhone users have wanted for a long time. Siri has a reputation for being frustrating, often just showing web links instead of giving a clear answer. Even with Apple Intelligence, Siri still feels limited. If Samsung's AI agents work as promised, Galaxy users could enjoy one of the most useful smart assistants on any phone. That's why One UI 8.5 could actually push Samsung ahead in the AI race. Apple is still catching up and Google is restricting options. Meanwhile, Samsung is building on its Galaxy AI features, which already impressed users this year. In summary, One UI 8.5 is shaping up to be a big step forward. The design clearly borrows from Apple's liquid glass style, with floating elements and gradient effects, but Samsung is also bringing something fresh with AI agents. Giving users a choice of which AI to use could be one of the most important features any phone software has offered in years. Not everyone will love the new look, but the AI improvements could make Galaxy phones smarter and more helpful than ever. And with these changes, Samsung shows it wants to lead not just in hardware, but also in software innovation.